So we're making Masoor Dal. 1 cup we have soaked it in water and for 15 minutes. And while that's getting soaked, we are cutting up. We've cut up the half an onion and a 2-inch piece of ginger. We grated that with that little grater, and some green chili, fresh green chili, about one green chili maybe, or depending on what kind it is, maybe less, and about one tomato, Roma tomato chopped up. And meanwhile, we have all put in 3 times the amount of water in the pressure cooker, because we put 3 cups, so we're gonna heat this about 3 cups of water first, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of haldi, turmeric in it, and we're going to cover the pressure cooker. And wait a minute. Yeah, so the heating of the water in the pressure cooker is very important, because if you put the dal in it right away, it's going to burn in the pressure cooker. So you have to always cook the hot water in it first. And we're going to add the ingredients once the water starts to heat up, and these ingredients, all of them, and the haldi and the salt, and then we'll also add the dal. Now that it's been soaked for 15 minutes, we're going to wash it 2 times, and then we'll add it to the pressure cooker. So we have added the salt and the haldi into the water that's still heating. Wait until it's warmed up a little bit more, but then we'll add maybe all the other ingredients: the tomato, the onion, the ginger, and the green chili. Okay, now that is boiling up a little bit now. We're gonna go ahead and add these tomato and onion and ginger and the green chili. We've added the stuff. Now that since the water is boiling, we can add dal. Now we're gonna put the lid on. Okay. And we're gonna put the whistle on top, and we're gonna let it cook. We're gonna turn the heat down to like medium, or rather medium, slightly above medium, until the pressure builds up here. This cap's gonna go up when the pressure builds up, with or without the hissing starting. And that's when we gotta start counting 10 minutes, when this pressure pops up. Okay, looks like the cap has popped up. So now we're going to set the clock to 10 minutes and see what happens. You can hear the hissing starting also. So 10 minutes. On medium, and we can turn down the heat once the hissing gets going a little bit more. We can maybe turn it down to just the number 3, so that dal doesn't burn. Okay. Although dal shouldn't burn now, because the water was already boiling. And now while that's cooking, you can chop some fresh coriander to put it in the dal toward the end, when everything gets cooked in dal after the tadka. We'll make the tadka in just a little bit. So for tadka, we're going to need oil, and we're going to need jeera, cumin seeds, and we're going to need some hing, and we're going to need a little bit of lal mirch powder. And we're going to do that toward the end, once it's closer to the time when dal is almost done. so that we just add it at the end. And then that will be followed by chopped fresh coriander that we still have to chop now. About this much should be enough. We're going to clean it and chop it. Okay, so we have chopped the fresh coriander. And now the cooking time is left to about 2 minutes. We can start doing our tadka. Actually, we can wait and see if dal is actually done. Should be done, but just to be on the safe side, we'll see. Now, we can either let the pressure cooker cool down by itself. That means we have to wait until the cap goes down, or we can just drench the whole pressure cooker under cold water, and see that in a few seconds, the pressure will subside and the cap will go down. Then you can open this pressure cooker at that time. Okay, almost done. In the tadka, I also add this sabut lal mirch. I just break it into 4 pieces or so by hand. Actually, that's 2 pieces of sabut lal kashmiri mirch that we're gonna put in. So now we're gonna put this whole pressure under the cold water so that we can kill the pressure. And we'll see here, see, it already went back down. So now we can open the pressure cooker. So now we can check to see if it's done. Looks like it's done. Okay. We do the tadka and we use this wooden spatula for that. Okay. And that looks quite done. It should be smooth. It looks pretty smooth. You can keep it a little bit covered so it doesn't cool off too much. And lightly cover it until we're ready to put tadka in it. So first once the oil is heated up a little, we'll put a little hing in it. Let it sizzle for a few seconds. Now that it's sizzling for just a few seconds, then we can add the jeera. And here goes the jeera. Okay, and we gotta let that cook so the jeera becomes a little bit slightly puffy. So we put in the tadka and our dal is done. Should be able to taste it now. We'll taste it to see if the spices are good, the salt is good. Gotta be very careful, very hot. Perfect. If dal seems a little bit bitter or it's a little bit needing something else then to enhance the flavor, you can put a little bit of sugar in it, just a little bit, not much. So dash of sugar, it'll bring out the flavors even more.